with a broadcast SSID, then all access points within reach will respond with a probe response frame. Now, you've probably seen, if you've ever configured an access point, that it actually has a setting for allow broadcast stations to join, where stations do not know what the SSID is already in their profile, but they're actually sending out a broadcast to locate one. And you can decide whether or not this is feasible inside of your network environment. The point of probing in this manner is to locate any access points that the client can actually attach to. Once an access point with the proper SSID is found, the station can initiate the authentication and the association steps of joining the network through that access point. The information passed from the access point to the station in probe response frames is almost identical to that which is in beacons. Probe response frames differ from beacons only in that they're not time-stamped and they do not include the TIM, the traffic indication map. The signal strength of the probe response frames that the PC card receives also helps that client to determine which one of the access points it wants to associate with based upon the signal strength and the lowest bit error rate. Keep in mind that the BER, is a ratio of corrupted packets to good packets, which are typically determined by signal-to-noise ratio of the signal itself. If the peak of a radio frequency signal is somewhere near the noise floor, then the receiver may confuse the data signal with actual noise. And that's kind of how the bit error rate is adjusted and identified with your clients. And as you can see, a pretty standardized process when it comes to a client actually making a connection to an access point. The beacon management frames are probably some of the most important things that you will see on the wireless network because they pretty much tell everything about the connection that's about to be made. That service set identifier, remember, if you're going to have more than one access point, you've got to make sure that for clients to roam around your network seamlessly, you've got to have 20 to 30% overlap, and you've got to have an identical SSID. Very important for this to happen for you to have a seamless wireless LAN.